Bet. Yeah, nah, we did those like probably like 2 days or something like that. Within only a couple hours before I had to go on tour, because I couldn't bring a bunch of shirts and shit because it just cost too much. So I was just trying to think of some quick shit to do to like bring something at least. And I did always want to do like a plushie, but in like a because I always like the South Park plushies and shit that are in like the vending machines, or not vending machines, the claw machines, the like South Park plushies that are in there. I wanted my own version of that, so I just did like a quick prototype, and then I showed her and told her what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And we just worked together and got like 10 prototypes done. Plus the very first one. The very first one, it wasn't even stitched. Like, it was just all hot glue. And then we stitched it.
You made a plush out of hot glue?
Yeah, like, instead of stitching it, it was just hot glue and then, like, folded the seam. I did a terrible job. She did way better than I could, but I just wanted to show her, like, exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Did all the drawings and shit.
Hot glue is fucking clutch. I've used hot glue for, like, literally everything. Hot
glue is fire.
I used to make, like, these custom lighters, and I would just hot glue it, and then I would use, like acrylic nail paint to paint them or whatever. Granted, that shit would like fall apart completely, but it was cool.
It was fire. Hot glue is fire. New hot glue is good. Like, it gets hot.
There's a difference?
Yeah, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. It's definitely different. 'Cause I remember when I was a little kid, hot glue wasn't shit. Now, like, hot glue actually like turns into plastic.
There's like cheaper ones.
I mean, yeah, that for sure. But I don't know, bro. Like, I remember like being in school and the teachers having the big ass hot glue guns and shit. Like, they wouldn't even smoke. Like, now you would like press a new hot glue gun with new good hot glue, Gorilla Glue, and that shit steams, nigga. It looks like a volcano or some shit. It's good. It turns into actual plastic. That's how I made my chain.
Oh yeah, I could kind of tell it was made of hot glue, but that was
That's
like a
crazy.
respect thing. Where I was
That's
like,
fucked
oh
up.
shit.
That's
I
tight.
see you. So, have you ever been on tour before, like this recent string?
I've been on like little bullshit tours before, but this is probably like the most established, even though it's like still pretty DIY, but it's probably like the most established type of tour that I think I've done.
So did the LA show, was like that something that got inspired? So for reference, you just went on tour with Harlow Road and 901 Kruger. Like, was the LA show something that was already gonna like happen prior to that, or you were like, fuck it, we ball?
I mean, yeah, nah, we talked about doing the LA show for a long fucking time, but I felt like there wasn't no, not that wasn't no reason, but like the means to do it. Like, I felt that there had to be something more surrounding it. Only because, first of all, financially, nigga, because I'm still just regular struggling and shit. So like, to get up, you know, fly out, try to get everybody to fly out and, you know, just do one show, you know. And then too, like, there's no way for me to gauge how any type of turnout is gonna be. Like, I've been pretty surprised. Like, I was thinking that if I was to do a show in LA that, you know, it would probably be about 20, 30 people. That was my guess. And I've had that guess for like almost every show. And most shows, like being on the Harlow Road tour, I was pretty nervous that I wasn't gonna bring nothing to the table. Like, I've been offered tours and shit before, but I always like kind of decline shows and shit because I'm always like nervous that I'm gonna bring nothing to the table and just waste people's time. Like, I didn't think, you know, I thought that whole entire tour, like, most niggas was just gonna show up to see him and I just be kind of just getting in the way of the sets. But I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's always, you never know, because there's like, as lit as you may be online, there's usually like, it's really random. They'll be like, oh bro, I'm gonna go do a LA show, it's gonna be popping. It's like, nah bro, you're lit in Connecticut. Like, that's where all your listeners will be. That's
where it's all at. But yeah, so we had it kind of planned out. I just didn't really understand the means to do it. And then Harlow Road and Kruger hit me up and asked me to do the tour with them. And I was like, shit, I might as well like book a few shows afterwards and kind of just drift off, their tour and then turn it into a full tour. And they was like, yeah, you could do it. So I, yeah, did that. I hurried up and came up with them, the Phoenix one, the LA one. It was gonna be another one, Chicago, but I still had to gauge shit, and I don't know how to gauge it necessarily yet. So then it just turned into.
Have you ever looked at like your stats on Spotify to like try to plan around those kind of things?
I have before in the past, but I don't know. Even that, Harlow Road made a good point. It's like some shows, you can sell 60, 70 tickets, and then 5 people will show up.
That is weird.
So like you really can't. There's no real way to gauge it other than to actually be out there and doing it. I think that doing like just basing everything that you do just off of numbers online, like it's probably not a good thing. It's probably way better to actually go out and figure it out than to just be at the crib, because you never know.
After doing your first LA headlining show, how do you feel? How do you feel about that night in general?
I'm happy that it worked. I didn't think that shit was gonna work, but I don't know. I don't really feel nothing. I don't know if that sounds selfish. I'm just kind of ready to go on to the next shit. Try to, I don't know, see if I could do something else.
I ended up documenting the whole thing, and that will be available shortly after this interview, but it was kind of wild watching it come together, because based off of everything you said, it was kind of looking to be a bit of a shit show, and then it kind of like fell into place. And I don't know, it was pretty rare having it happen behind the Section 8 warehouse.
Yeah, that was all God that it worked for sure. It was no way that it should have worked. In fact, it was most likely not. I mean, it was going to happen in some way, but it definitely wasn't going to be the way I imagined for it to happen. That's for sure. Like, yeah, it was supposed to not work, but it did. It was tight. You seen the whole shit.
Yeah.
Literally have nothing ready, and then it just gets ready within 24 hours. It's crazy.
DIY till I die.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to get into some pretty normie questions for any newbies to Dead Hippie that want to know about the lore. I'm curious about how the name came together.
It's a long ass story. Do you want me to tell the short synopsis or like the full thing?
I mean, that's up to you.
That's up to you.
Let's get the full lore.
All right. I'm gonna protect names, but so I was a teenager, and we was in this house that we was living in. It was pretty fucked. It was a nice house. It was probably like the most well off that we had been around that time. But like shit was just weird. It was a weird time. But so at that time, nigga, I was getting lit, nigga. Anything that I could get high off of, I was trying. Like I was robo tripping. I think I told you about that.
I don't think so.
Maybe. Oh no, that was on something else. Another interview.
You ever see the Hat Man?
The Benadryl shit.
Yeah.
I feel like I did, but I don't know for sure. But I know 100% I seen the spiders. 110%. The little Benadryl spiders, I've
never heard of the Benadryl spiders.
The Benadryl spiders is crazy. It's more like a visual distortion type of thing. I don't know. Like where it messes with like the colorization of things and it makes it look like spiders. It's not like full on like Lord of the Rings Shelobs running and shit, but like it just looks like a bunch of little, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I remember one time I was pretty fucked, and I like had a full hallucination. Pause. I had a full hallucination. Like I was sitting on the bed, and there's like a wall and then a big ass mirror that would be in front of me, and I was sitting on the bed, and I like seen like a man, like an all blue man, like go through the wall and then like go into he went from the mirror. Like I seen him like sitting in the mirror, kind of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And then he went from the mirror and then like went through the wall. But it was a pretty dreamy like mind state. or whatever. Oh, I veered off way from the fucking story. My bad. I do that a lot, nigga. You just gotta.
No, you're good. That's
but
perfect.
So anyways, yeah, I was getting fucked up, and I had woke up in the morning, and my homie hit me up and was like, "We should throw like a little kickback or something like that." If I'm doing this, it's because my lips is real dry. I'm not biting my lips.
Oh, you're good.
I'm not.
They're gonna make fan edits out of it. Don't worry, you're good.
Nast, but I'm not like.
They're gonna be. I don't know.
Mac and cheese. You know what I'm talking
about? No. Should I?
I'm just letting you know. Nah.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, you should, but you shouldn't say nothing if you do know. All right, back to the story. My bad. So, anyways, I woke up one morning. Had my lips too moisturized, bro.
Bro, you're good.
So I woke up, and the homie hit me up. He was like, "Bro, we should get fucked up. Let's have like a little kickback or whatever." And I was like, "Bet." I was like a little edgelord ass, like dumbass little kid, but I was like, "Bet." So we, me and all my brothers, we all threw in and got a big ass thing of weed. We bought it from this dude that we usually don't even like fuck with, but we did at that time, or like we did that day. And we bought a big ass thing of weed. And my friend came over. We started drinking and shit, chilling, and we started rolling these blunts. Like we rolled like 5-6 blunts, and it was like me, my brothers, and my homie. And I remember like niggas was rolling this shit, and I was like, bro, this shit like it's sticky. Like this shit feels weird. In my mind, I'm just thinking like, oh, it's some gas. Like that's just some good ass weed or whatever. So we started smoking. We doing like the baseball shit. I don't know if you ever played baseball. Like whoever blows out first type shit. Like we playing baseball. Niggas is just like smoking. We just got the blunts in full rotation, and we just smoking that shit. And like we was like frequent smoking. Like I smoked like 2 blunts before I went to bed. As soon as I got up, I can't do no shit like that no more. But at that time, nigga, I was fucked up. Not cause the weed, nigga, but all types of other shit. I was just trying to get geek. But so we smoking, and then we go into this like this little basement that everybody used to chill in. It was like a couch and a TV down there. And I go into the basement, and it has to be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like it's still daytime. So I go into this basement, and I'm chilling, and like I remember just feeling like, just kind of like, I don't know, I had a lot of energy, very energetic. And my brother we start watching music videos and shit, and my brother put on Chris Travis, the Crunch Time song. Which is, it's all full circle, nigga. It's pretty crazy, you know, whatever. But so nigga, we start getting lit. Like we on the couch going stupid. I remember exactly what I was wearing that day too. Like that shit is forever engraved in my brain. But I remember feeling like, bro, like I could kill anybody I wanted to, like with my bare hands. Like I remember feeling like I could destroy the world if I wanted to. Like I never felt that crunk in my whole life, my nigga. And we were sitting there listening to Chris Travis Crunch Time. It's like 5 o'clock, and we sitting here going crazy. Pause. Like super lit. And then we go outside, and it's like pitch black outside. So we was sitting. It was like 9 o'clock. We had Chris Travis Crunch Time on loop
for like hours.
Like hours, nigga.
Or geeking.
Yeah, just geeked, bro. Just and the high didn't wear off. I just kept getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And I just remember just feeling invincible as fuck. And then my girl and her friends, they all come over and shit. And so everybody's smoking and chilling. And I didn't smoke. no more, because I remember thinking like, what the it was a conversation like, what the fuck, nigga, like it's nighttime now, like what the fuck was we doing? And we're talking outside for a second. I can't remember what we talking about. We go inside, bro, and I sit down, and we had the default brown carpet color, you know, like the beige type of shit. I sit down, my homie's sitting like right here. My brothers is all on the couch. My girl and her friends are all over here. And we're all sitting. And there's something on the TV and I can't remember, but we're all sitting there. And I just had like this realization. Like, that's when I realized, like, bro, like, we've been high for a minute. Like, I'm not, and this shit just getting stronger and stronger. Like, it's not coming down. And I'm looking at my homie and he's kind of giving me that look. Like, you know, you could just tell, like, okay, something wrong. And I look at my brother, and he's like, bro, this shit is laced as fuck. And I was like, yeah, nigga, like, this shit laced. Like, it was undeniable. Like, the breath, you could, like, taste whatever it was. Like, it, like, every time I breathe, like, it was like a sensation, like a pause, a taste. I was like, what the fuck? And, bro, I start having full-blown hallucinations and like weird emotional like imbalances, real angry, like real mad, real sad. It was just weird, bro, just fucking with my brain. And mind you, like the carpet was completely beige. And I started like having like audible hallucinations, visual hallucinations, bro. And I'm looking at like I don't even know how to explain it. You kind of fade. It's almost like an overlay or something. I don't know, but
it's a crazy way to describe
it. Yeah. So the whole carpet looked like fucking checkerboard, like a checkerboard floor, and there was like this sound, kind of like this sound right here, like that buzzing sound. I don't know if you ever been like to an old pizza parlor that's like in the city, or like some old store that's in the city, but you know, when everything's closed and just the LED light is on, it makes that buzzing noise,
like backroom sound.
Yeah, that, you know, it has like that sound. I started having audible hallucinations of that sound, and that sound like shot me into this like old pizza parlor scenery or some shit. We were still on the couch, but the fucking, that shit was like Five Nights at Freddy's, nigga. That shit was lit. It wasn't lit, but the like the floors look like checkerboard to me, and it's so hard to explain because I'm wondering if like whatever I was imagining was just like manifested as an overlay, or if I was having full blown like interactive hallucination. I can't really tell to this day, but yeah, so that started happening, and the visual distortions were crazy. I'm starting having this crazy fisheye visual distortion where like if I stand up, I look like a fucking giant, and everything's like very far away. I'm just like, golly, my nigga, like this shit, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I never felt like that my whole life. So my girl, she come talk to me, and I'm sitting down, and like at this moment, like my brain starts doing something real strange. Like I had no control over my like audible thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you can sit here and you can think about a word, and you can hear the word that you're saying in your mind, whatever that voice is. I started having that, but it was like completely out of like my control. Like it was like completely out of like will. It was just on its own speaking whatever. And I'm just having this hard time, bro. And like I remember my girl, she was like sitting next to me and talking to me, and she was like asking me questions, and I try to answer these questions in some type of way, and like whatever I tried to answer like came out completely different than what I was imagining I wanted to answer. And I was in my mind thinking like, bro, like I'm going to end up like them crazy ass niggas you see downtown who like
like the End Is Nine kind of dudes.
Yeah, bro, like the niggas who just talking to themselves and just kind of just lost. Like I'm just thinking like, bro, like I think I've completely fucked my shit. And then she had like at a time it was so crazy. Everything started kind of lining up. Like it was all. Now that I think about it, it was like all meant to happen exactly the way it did. It was like it was a perfect recipe for that, for me to be shot into whatever I got shot into. But all of this is starting to happen at once. And somebody puts on Captain Murphy Evil Grin. I don't know if you ever heard that song. And there is this video, you can still find the video to this day. It's this video that some nigga made. It was like a fan made music video for it. And they use like they use some of the damn, I can't remember. It has that Portuguese sample. The Killing Joke. They like use some of the Killing Joke footage and shit like that or whatever. And the fucking video like it was on at the wrong time, my nigga. And my girl, she had like just got over pink eye. So she taps me and she's trying to show me her pink eye, right? And she did it on Snapchat. And she like wanted to cover her face from the picture, so you could draw on Snapchat, right? So she's drawing. It's gonna pick up. I'm not taking a long ass time. The shit probably boring as fuck. But anyways, she's drawing. She like she drew like red swirls around her eye because she was trying to hide her face. And that visual, like she tapped me and wanted to show me, like she was like, look how red my eye looked. And like all of this happened at the same time, right? Like I'm just visually stimulated, like I'm just overstimulated with bad thoughts and like this, like the video that was on and the song. And so she tapped me and I look at her and she holds up her phone, bro. And like I had full on hallucinations of like I guess because the swirls around her eye, like I started flying down this huge red tunnel, like flying into her phone into this huge red tunnel, like towards this giant demonic eye that was like moving fast as fuck because her eye was all pussy and gross and red because she had pink eye. So I'm just flying down this giant tunnel towards this giant red hellish tunnel towards this giant fucking nasty ass pink eye. And I had to fucking like shake and snap out of that shit. I'm like, bro, what is happening? Like I've never felt, I mean, I did like psychedelics at the time. I used to robo trip. I never felt nothing that intense in my whole life. And I felt I felt so small, bro. Like I felt, or something got fucked up.
No, you're good.
Oh, yeah, I felt so small. But so I'm looking at this I'm snapping out of it and I look at this TV. I'm trying to just find somewhere to look, and this video is on. And I'm gonna show you the video after this so you can see it. But it was on at the wrong fucking time. Yeah. It was on at the wrong fucking time. But I'm looking at this and I'm just having terrible hallucinations, bro, of like skeletons crawling out of the TV and like fucking like colorful swirls and shit everywhere. I mean, it was just full blown nightmare trip, nigga. Like just completely fucked.
Like it keeps going and going and going.
Bro, that's what was fucking me up. It was like, bro, it's not subsiding. Like by this time, I'm probably 6-8 hours into the high, and I'm like, bro, like what is happening? Like it hasn't peaked yet. I mean, nigga, like you could take shrooms or acid and 30 minutes to an hour, you peak. I'm like, nigga, I haven't peaked yet. Like it's just non-stop, just keep fucking going. And I'm like, bro, what is happening? Like I felt like my shit was about to literally explode. But so I'm having these crazy hallucinations, and I'm just trying to look down and like calm myself down. And while this is happening too, the funny like separation of perception, like now that I think back, like to somebody who wasn't as high as I am, they're looking at me and I'm probably just sitting there like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, like my perception of what the fuck was going on, like I'm in hell.
I'm curious. That's what I was curious about. Is like how are you coming off in that moment as you're like going through like the 9 realms of fucking hell?
Bro, I don't. You know what's crazy? I don't think I ever even asked like what I was looking like, what my eyes looked like, or anything. I mean, I was gone. Like I wasn't. I could barely even communicate in any type of way. Like I was just fucked. But so my brain started doing this weird thing where it's like, you know, you have like your consciousness, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have you have like that weird I don't know, it's hard to explain, bro. I explained it so many times, and today I just can't think about how to even fucking explain it. I don't know, like you have like your inner voice, you have your consciousness, and then you have that intuition.
Yeah, like the gut feeling kind of
yeah,
thing.
Whatever it is, right? That started to like all separate into just 3 different things of its own characters, and they were having full-blown conversations with each other in my head without me having any type of control of like what direction the conversation went or anything. And it was doing nothing but like they was just conversating about how fucking stupid I am. And I feel like this, like, I don't know, like Pinocchio puppet or some shit, like sitting there. Like the visuals were crazy. At this point it looked like I was looking like I was like a little person looking outside like a window that looked like the shape of eyes. Mm-hmm. Pretty much like all this being black, and I'm looking outside my eyes and listening to this conversation. Reverb, like full audible like reverb, nigga. Mm-hmm. Like the voice echoed, like literally, like niggas was inside of like a fucking factory or some shit. It was crazy. They started having full blown conversations, and I'm just sitting there, just like listening, just like what the fuck. And I have my thoughts, like me saying what the fuck was like its own thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I couldn't. You know, it wasn't its own. I don't know. I don't know how it's hard to explain. But anyways,
like you were kind of like looking into like an interrogation room, kind of. You know what I mean? That like 2-way mirror.
Not necessarily. It was like some Pinky in the Brain shit or something. Like, okay. I don't know why. For some reason, I'm thinking about Pinky in the Brain, but I feel like some Pinky, like, I don't know, bro. It's hard to explain.
In the midst of all that, did you see Five Bear? I
did not. And you know what's crazy? If I did, I probably would have been like, we cool. You heard us playing that sound effect during the show?
No. Somebody just asked me to bring that up. I thought he was a core figure to the name.
Bear 5?
Yeah. Or is that how it's pronounced? Bear 5?
Bear 5. Yeah, we lit. Bear 5 go crazy. Domer. You don't know about Domer, bro.
No, I don't know shit.
But anyways, yeah. So they start having this conversation and shit, and I'm sitting here listening. And they're like laughing at me. Like this is going on in my head. And one of those voices I believe to be God. Because it was like a huge, deep, rumbling, like definitely like voice. And it was definitely like a subtlety to the answers. Like wasn't as yappy as whatever the other 2 voices was. More in the back and only answer when it seemed to be important during their conversations, which I'm sure was a bunch of fucking gibberish. But at the time it felt significant because I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Pause. And so they're arguing and shit or yapping. And then it started speaking directly to me and was like, now look at you. You know what I'm saying? You wanna, because at the time I was retarded. I was like, you know, you wanna do all this type of shit, always trying to get high, acting like you some little hippie. Now you gonna be a dead hippie. And I heard that. And then I had a thought. I was like, damn, if I survived this nigga, I'm taking that name because that shit is hard. But
were you already making music at this point?
Yeah, I had been making music. I was using another alias. At the time it was crazy too because I remember I was wanting to change the name that I had, and I didn't necessarily know exactly what I wanted to change it to. I was like going through a weird limbo where basically I kind of had no name at this very point until I was like trying to transition into whatever end up being or whatever. But yeah, so I heard that and I start fading in and out. It was crazy. It was almost like, I'm sure it wasn't instant, but as far as I can remember, as soon as I heard that, I started fading in and out, and I started like falling asleep uncontrollably. And something kept telling me like, don't fall asleep. Like, nigga, if you fall asleep, you gonna die. Like, and I kept, like, I just remember feeling so tired, bro, and just kept falling asleep, and I kept waking myself back up. And I told my girl, I'm like, hey, like, don't let me fall asleep. Like, if you see me falling asleep, wake me up. And she was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You good? Are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm fine. Like, but if you see me falling asleep, my nigga, like, wake me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let me go to sleep. And I'm sitting there fighting that shit. And she wakes me up like a couple times. And I'm like, if I keep sitting here, then I'm gonna fall asleep. So I'm like, nigga, fuck this shit. So I get up, and I don't know how to explain to anybody what's happening to me right now. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it was. So the only thing I could think of was like, okay, I must be overdosing or some shit. So I get up, just out the blue. That whole perception thing. Everybody else is just sitting there chilling. Well, the other niggas that smoked with me, they was having their own little hell as well. But everybody else that ended up showing up was chilling. And I stand up and I'm like, hey, like, I'm overdosing. And everybody's just looking at me. Everybody's geeks. So they're like, what? And I'm like, bro, like, I'm fucking overdosing. Like, somebody needs to help me. Like, I'm overdosing. And everybody's just staring at me. And I'm like, fuck it, nigga. Like, I have to do this. Like, I have to do whatever the fuck I got. I didn't even know what I was supposed to do. So I was like, fuck it. So I started walking up the stairs, and my homie, the white homie, shouts out JT, this nigga, I don't know if he remembers this or not. But this nigga gets up and he's like, I'll save you. And he gets up, he's on the couch, and he was like dead ass asleep. Like, he was knocked the fuck out. He was another nigga that smoked with us. And he runs past me and starts running up these stairs because we in this basement, and this nigga falls asleep halfway going to the stairs, and this nigga start tumbling down the fucking stairs. And this was the only nigga that got up to save me, so I'm thinking like, bro, I'm gonna die.
It's cooked. So
nigga, I go upstairs, and I'm like, I had this like weird ass moment of like, I guess serenity. And like my sister, she was like cooking in the kitchen, and I was like, I don't know, it felt like for some reason I was like, damn, like I might die. So like, and this is the most control that I've kind of had, being able to actually stand up. By the way, this whole time I'm still fucked. Like the visuals were fucking great. Walking up the stairs, my nigga, was so weird, bro. Everything looked like Tim Burton, nigga, straight up. Like my legs looked like they was like 50 miles away from me. And it like contorted everything. Like this room would be like 10 sizes smaller. It was the craziest like, out of everything I did, that shit. Nigga, I smoked DMT. Not that it's a crazy thing at one point, and I never had no breakthrough or no shit, but that was like so profound in comparison. Even though I most likely didn't do it right because I was a little dumbass kid, but anyways, nigga, so yeah, I go upstairs. My sister, she was like cooking soup, some shit. I give her a hug. I'm like, I love you. And she was like, what, nigga? Like, what are you talking about? I was just like, I love you. Walked away, went to my mama room, told her I love her. Went to my room. I looked at it for the last time because I was thinking like, this is gonna be the last time I ever see this room, my nigga. And I was like, damn, like just reflecting on everything I did in that room. And then I went to the bathroom, and I was like, I had a thought. I was like, whatever is in my system, nigga, I'm just gonna try to throw it up, whatever this is. And I just started gagging myself. Pause. And I threw up. And I threw up the most I ever thrown up, bro. And then I instantly felt better.
It like actually helped?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I instantly felt better, bro.
Did you ever figure out what it was laced with?
PCP.
God damn.
I smoked you know, most niggas that smoke, you know, you dip. And what I was told was, and by the way, we whooped that nigga ass. We got his ass. We whooped that nigga ass. But I don't know where he at now, you know. But anyways, so apparently what I was told was like when the niggas bought the gas, that the nigga said like, yeah, this shit like some wet. But we retarded, so nigga, we just thinking that, oh, it's wet, like it's some sticky gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not thinking like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, at the time I didn't know what the fuck wet was. I didn't even know that angel dust and all that shit was like an acquirable thing at the time. But I thought it was just like some old nigga shit.
Yeah.
But no, I just smoked a lot of PCP. Like way too much. And my brain was just like, and yeah, and I was fucked, bro. I was fucked. I remember another crazy ass thing too. Like after that happened, I walked back downstairs and like these niggas I used to sell weed and smoke with, shouts out Bravo and Chapo, his twins. RP Chapo too. This nigga passed away, which is crazy. But like this nigga he like walked in, like I guess they just popped through or whatever, and like I sat there and like he asked me like, you good, like you straight, and I like sat there and told him the whole shit, and then he just staring at me. This nigga passed away, by the way. The nigga just staring at me. He was like, it be like that sometimes, and he just patted my shoulder, and I was just like, damn, nigga. I felt like a little fairy or some shit, bro. I felt so small, bro. I can't. I don't think I've ever felt. I probably smelled pretty small too. I never felt that small in my whole life, nigga. What the fuck does that even mean? But I felt so small, bro. That shit was crazy. But and that shit fucked me up. I remember I was laying in bed like that same night after that shit happened. I told my girl, I was like, I don't know why, but like I like miss it or something. Like whatever that hell was. And it was a lot more that happened. I mean, like, you know, but as far as like the key points go.
Yeah, I can imagine, especially if you lived in that for hours. It really felt
bro.
Like you were in that for like a week.
Yeah. I was just like, bro, I pray to God that this shit ends. Like it was terrible. But I like told her like I miss it for some reason, like being in that. Like I don't know what it was. Like I just missed it or something. And it fried my shit. It fried me up bad, bro. It fucked me up for a long time. Like I would have like weird ass panic attacks. Like we'd all try to go out to eat or some shit, and I just couldn't even do it because of like a color of a light just looks slightly off. It would just trigger me into this whole fucking like, bro. It was fucked. Like I couldn't do nothing. I could barely go outside without having panic attacks, nigga. I was boo crying. That shit broke me down, nigga. I ended up getting depersonalization disorder from it, all types of shit, and it took years, bro. Years. Like if I was outside and like some nigga like touched my hand or like shake my hand or something, I would start tweaking out because I think like, what if this nigga like has something on his hand and I have to go through that? Just tripping. Like I'd be throwing up for no fucking reason. I had this other thing, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like some type of fucking thing that happens. I've heard one other dude say it. Some nigga that was in some band said that it happened to him. I can't remember who it was. Some niggas from New York, but there's a specific name about it, but it like fucks with the way you see colors and shit. Like it fucks with the how you see pigmentation or whatever the fuck. I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but it happens like through like being way too high and having trauma or some shit. I can't remember. Some niggas I'm sure is gonna end up knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. It's like a really rare, weird thing. But that shit, like colors, my nigga, I was tripping over that. If a color looks slightly off, bro, I'm tweaking. I remember at a time too on SoundCloud, I had like this SoundCloud and I would like just document every time I start having these weird ass episodes. of like, it was like manic in a way. And sometimes I record them and like post them. And then like when I was
like ramblings, what do you mean?
Just like I don't even know, mostly existential shit.
Is that anywhere?
Nah, every time that I get back like chilling, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And bro, it was hell. And it took me a long time to like recover from that. Like it fried my shit. To this day, I always tell her like I never remember, like I cannot remember what it was like to be the way I was before that happened. Like I don't even remember how I would even think. Like the way I think now, the way I see shit, the way I see colors, it sounds corny as fuck, but like the way I see everything is not how it was before then. I can't remember how it was before then.
It's low key your supervillain origin story. It's like your Spider-Man bite.
Some Toxic Avenger shit, nigga.
Oh yeah, that's a deeper cut. So like, okay, you said that you were like making like recordings and stuff. Were you making music at that point? Like,
yeah, I had been making music for years before
like,
that.
Directly after the fact, like when you were like having a hard time with everything, like was that like changing the way you were making music or like the way you were making art? Because you said you started this like you don't even remember how you looked at things beforehand. Like, can you see like a stark jump in your music, like vibe wise, from like before and after that?
That's crazy. I never tried to listen and see. I think that definitely my interest in subject matter changed for sure. Now that I'm thinking about it. Before then, like I really wanted to be on some like Stones Throw, MF Doom shit, and then I think after that, like it's just like little edgy teen shit. I'm pretty sure around that time. Like it was definitely a jump.
What year was this?
I can't remember. I know it was before I dropped this album called Babylon, because I was in some group. I was in a group called Ghetto Scum. Like I ended up joining a group called Ghetto Scum, and it was definitely before that. Yeah, it was. Cause I remember when I first met Rick, we had smoked. That was another thing. I had a terrible time smoking. Like I love smoking weed, and every time I smoked it, I just have a terrible time. But I couldn't stop smoking weed because I was just it was so like engraved in my, in my habit or whatever, in my habits.
Rick as in 187.
Yeah,
Ricky.
187 Ricky. Yeah, 187 Ricky. But yeah, I met that nigga and asked him if he smoked. He ain't smoke at the time, and we had smoked. And then I remember I smoked, and we was chilling. And then I went to this truck. My nigga Cheese was there, and them niggas, I never even told them, but I was having a terrible fucking time. We was driving somewhere. We was going to some other spot, some other skate spot. It was late as fuck at night, and I was just in the back of the truck, just having a terrible time, bro. Just full blown hallucinating, just fucked. It fucked me up bad, bro. The last episode I had, there was like, we had some neighbors. We was living in some nasty ass apartments. It was like it was my first apartment I ever got. And like we had some neighbors outside, and they was having like some type of party on some shit across the street. And like that was like the last one I had. I had like this weird manic episode where I felt like I needed to go across the street and kill the neighbors or some shit, and my girl had to stop me from doing that. It was fucked. And then I was like, I need to change. I couldn't drink caffeine. Caffeine will. It was fucked, bro. It was a terrible time. Like mentally draining, bro, to do anything. It sucked. It sucked dick. Pause.
Can you look back on that era and like be grateful for it though, in a way? Or?
Oh yeah, 110%. I would not be who I am today if it wasn't for that. Like it definitely needed to happen, for sure. I don't look at it as like this traumatic thing that is a burden. I think it's just a part of the, like you see like you see like tribal men with like a fucking wolf scar across their stomach or some shit, and like they look at that as like or in some cultures or whatever, they look at that as like signs of being a warrior or whatever the fuck, as corny as that sound, you know what I mean? So I kind of look at anything like that, if some shit suck, it's kind of just a part of your story, like it's because I believe everything happened for a reason. So even when shit is trash, it's a part of your story. Like that's what was supposed to happen. I mean, so now, I don't look at it. That nigga didn't even hear nothing I said.
No, I heard the last part.
That's crazy.
That's so wild.
What
Damn,
is?
I didn't think that like there was like gonna be a full blown like superhero origin story.
Oh yeah, superhero nigga.
You usually like, I don't know. People will be like, "Oh yeah, bro, that was my Xbox username growing up." That's lit though. I mean, it's not.
That's a standard now, nigga. Yeah. Nah, I don't know.
The fact that like your brain literally told you though, that's like actually insane.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing though, because I think it was supposed to be an insult.
Well, I mean there's that warning though, like it.
Yeah. It was fucked. It was fucked. That was the highest I've ever been in my life, and I have not got that high ever since, ever. And I don't know if I ever want to be that high ever again.
I did a lot of what I thought was acid as a teenager, and definitely fried the shit out of my brain with 25i. So,
but the M-bombs,
I don't even know. It was on paper. There were tabs.
It's probably M-bombs, nigga. What year was this?
Like 2015.
Yeah, it was definitely M-bombs. I used to sell acid. Like that was like at school. I sold acid. That's how I met the homie JT. Shouts out JT. That's how I met the homie when we was in. Am I out of the frame or am I good?
No, you're good.
Oh, that's how I met the homie. I met him because I sold that nigga acid, but it was all M-bombs. I had no idea. Because at the time I thought that acid was supposed to be bitter. Because I was like the only thing I was told.
Yeah, see, I did the same thing.
So he's hitting bitters and shit. Huh? Yeah. So I was selling like M-bombs to niggas. I could have killed that nigga and he don't even know it. But yeah, and it had Pink Panther on it. I'll never forget. That's how I met that nigga.
Mine had Rick and Morty on it.
Yuck, bro.
I should have known better.
Nasty.
All right. What is the origin of Closed Casket Records?
We had, like, what do you mean the origin? Like, how did it start?
Yeah.
So we had we was in this group and that group dispersed, and then I had made this group called Death Mob, and me and Rick and the homie Lil K, Osa G, D Cash, a couple niggas was all in this little clique called Death Mob. And there was a lot of skaters and shit too. Like niggas would skate together, and it was like the whole Death Mob clique or whatever the fuck. We had that, and Rick started doing shit with other niggas and stuff like that. Getting his bag. That boy was killing shit, and I was just like thinking, like, bro, I want to make something like serious. Like I want something like that has like a entity to it. Cause like the like even the logo of the Death Mob, it was like some shit that I just got from online. It was like some Doberman with a muzzle on or whatever. And I was like, I want to make something more serious and like more of its own entity type of thing. So I just started like trying to think of like little names or whatever, something that was catchy.
The mic over a little bit.
Something that was catchy, and then my bad. I was like just trying to think of something that was catchy, and I was like going through a bunch of names. Me and Osa G was sitting at this office, and we was like just trying to. I was just going through names and shit, and we went through like Closed Casket was one of the ones I wrote down. He was like, yeah, that shit hard. So then I started drawing shit, and I ended up drawing the casket man, and then I dropped this song and announced that I was starting my own label. It was announced to like 5 niggas, but it was an announcement. that I was like starting my own label or whatever the fuck. And yeah, I started doing that. Rick was in New York, I think, at the time, and he hit me up and was like, bro, like, you know, the logo art and shit like that. Like, he was like, I wanna you know, I wanna do this shit with you, and like, you know, I could elevate this shit. And then so that nigga came on and we start like just working on shit. He did, that nigga elevated that shit. We started working and shit, coming up with different little things. I had made this like demo, because I was doing mostly boom bap, and then I had made this demo with more just like little, you know, just a classic like Southern style type of shit. Because my uncle was like telling me like, nigga, you need to also make sure you fuck with your roots. So I was like, bet. And then I tried that.
What do you mean by roots?
Nigga, cause I'm from the South, so like,
oh yeah,
I grew up listening to like 3-6 and Boosie and shit like that. I mostly like rock when I was a little nigga, but you know, when it came to hip hop, you know, we was just listening to shit like, you know, that was big over here. Outkast, you know what I'm saying, Goody Mob, and all like the basic ass shit, Scarface, you know what I mean, like the basic Southern hip hop, like when niggas first get into Southern hip hop, all the shit that they end up getting into, you know, their first time around. But just like, you know, you should really get into that. So I made this demo. I think it's called like the Southern Mix demo or some shit. It should still be on SoundCloud. And then I did that, and yeah, Rick hit me up and was like, bro, this is the direction for sure. And then he cooked up some beats, and yeah, we just started working.
Were you producing any of your own stuff at this time?
Yeah, I was doing mostly like boom bap shit. The Southern Mix, I think I did that one too. Just playing the keys, and it was all bullshitty ass beats. The boom bap ones were good though. There's a formula to it, and once you kind of get the formula, you really can't go wrong. And if you do go wrong, then you just don't need to be doing that shit. But there's like a formula, and so like the boom bap shit, you know, it's only, you have to be really good to veer off and staying the same when it comes to boom bap. It's pretty. It's almost like reggae in a way, like where you have like really good creative reggae, it really stands out because most of it is pretty on the nose. You know what I'm saying? Which I love reggae, but it's pretty on the nose for the most part. Like you kind of know what you're gonna get as far as the instrumentation go. I don't know if that's ignorant to say, but yeah. So, but yeah, I was. They just, you know, it was all right.
What made you start getting into producing a lot more of your own stuff? Because you produce practically everything yourself now, right?
Yeah. Because niggas just trying to find beats all the fucking time. I remember like this one dude, we had like an agreement. Like, you know, he said he fuck with my shit and said I could rap to him. I rapped to this nigga beats and dropped a tape, and then this nigga started tweaking on me about it. Like, him and all his little retarded ass friends, them niggas was all trying to harass me for this tape. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
They're like gatekeeping it?
Nah, like he was like mad that I dropped the tape with the beats. Happened a long time ago. But I was like, bro, that shit is retarded. And then I don't know, like niggas would just be busy and weird about shit, and like, you know, I was in my era where I was like, yo, gang, let's build. You know what I mean? Like, hit me up, bro. Hit me up, Brody. Check my shit out, gang.
Like in Instagram comment sections vibes?
Nah, I never stooped that low, which I'm glad. I was DMing niggas, that's for sure. Got ignored. I remember one time, I can't remember who it was, bro. But I was like, yo, bro, like fuck with my shit. And this nigga just sent me a laughing emoji. I was like, damn, nigga, that was the worst possible way that nigga could. I guess it's not the worst possible way he could have responded. This nigga could have just came and like killed me. Cause I DM'd him, but I don't know why that's funny. But nah, he just sent me a laughing emoji. Niggas left me on red. It was lit. It was around that time. What was I talking? What the fuck? What was we talking about?
You starting to produce your own stuff.
Why am I talking about this?
Because a dude was being weird.
Oh yeah. Niggas was being, it was around that era. So yeah. I was like jugging beats, stealing hella beats from niggas. I was in that era, bro. SoundCloud to MP3.
YouTube to MP3. Yes.
SoundCloud to MP3.
Oh damn.
Exclusive.
Used to really be putting beats on SoundCloud. They don't really do that as much anymore.
Yeah. The most popular niggas on SoundCloud, niggas think that the most popular niggas on SoundCloud, where SoundCloud really started off with, was like, X and all that type of shit. No, nigga. The real popular niggas on SoundCloud, like where it started off at, was like all boom bap lo-fi producers.
What was it? The fucking like the vaporwave era.
It wasn't even vaporwave. It was just like, it was all like
just like that year that like what you said earlier, that like 2011 to like 2015, the like actual cloud rap.
Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of like Dilla clones and like Mad Lib. It was like Stone's Throw was like the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, like that was like the standard.
Yeah, Earl Sweatshirt had a fucking chokehold
on all them niggas, bro. Oh, bro, so many Earl clones, nigga. It was lit.
Almost everybody that I've talked to that's like 25 plus has some like Earl Sweatshirt core lore about like their music of like when they're doing the initial boom bap.
110%. Yeah, all them niggas do. All of them.
Do you remember the first song you made under the Dead Hippie moniker?
It's a song that's not out no more. But it was I have it somewhere. I gotta find it. I can't remember what the song was called. I do remember some of the lyrics. It was a stupid ass song. It was stupid, bro. A lot of my songs was just stupid, nigga. It was stupid. It was just like some edgelord shit. Pretty much.
God, especially at the fucking time, people don't even remember half of it. I mean, I see people bring up some of Tyler's bars back in the day, and I'm like, bro, that's nothing.
Yeah, these niggas don't even know.
Especially when it comes to, I mean, it's removed from the boom bap stuff, but like some of that southern rap can be pretty.
They get up there.
The horrorcore stuff.
Them niggas get wild, yeah. They get wild for sure.
How does this song come together for you nowadays? Like, do you have like a melody in mind, or do you just sit down and you're like, you have like a topic in mind, or you're like, I'm gonna just start fucking around like on a keyboard? Like do you make stuff in mind with something, or does it kind of just like start to like, what is that called, like tripping over
just words. Manifest in its own little thing in its own way?
You start with like a fucking drum pattern and then like build on it.
There's no really specifics to it at all. I just go in there and then something gets made. I don't really think about what I'm gonna do too much. Sometimes I do though, but that's very, very rare. Like sometimes I'll be out and I think of a melody or something that I like, and then I'll record it on my phone, like I sing the melody or hum it, and I end up never using it ever. So it's just a bunch of just unused melodies on my phone that I made. But nah, I just go in there and just start doing shit. I try not to think too much. I try to just let that shit flow. As corny as that sounds, like whatever I'm feeling, I just kind of throw it up. That's the best way I could describe it. That's kind of what it feels like. Like I'm not sitting thinking like, okay, so I'm gonna make a song about eating cheese, and I'm gonna make sure that that the diagram of the cheese goes from here to here. You know what I'm saying? I just throw up whatever I kind of feel it's coming into mind, and I make it like that. Same with playing the keys. You know, if I feel it, then I know it's right. If I don't feel it and I'm over it and I think about it too much, like it's not flowing, then I know I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Nothing can be forced. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What is your process behind making your music videos? Because that's honestly how you came up on my radar. Was probably like 2.5 years ago. The YouTube Explore page showed me. God, I'm spacing the name right now, but you're like, your face is a jack-o'-lantern, and I was like,
Vietnamese ghost.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, this is one of the most, like, I don't know, it gave me nostalgia for like old, like the cloud rap era videos, but like it felt fresh. And like as I've watched you like do your thing, like your music videos have become more and more distinct, and it's like you've created like this world, like almost that like it feels like how
Is you flirting with me, nigga?
No. What?
What is this?
What do you mean?
Is this a cast and couch for real?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Take your shirt off.
That's crazy.
Pause.
Do it for real.
But I'm just like curious about like, cause I'm sure. I mean, I've done my fair share of green screen videos. Like, do you like kind of film yourself and then you go after, like, figure it out after the fact, or do you have like a rough idea? Like,
I usually have an idea. I started getting more into actually like drawing it out, cause she'll help me a lot. So sometimes I'll draw it out just to make sure that I can hit the points that I imagine. Cause I used to do it to where I just imagine it and I'm like, all right, like I have an idea and we'll go into it blind. But yeah, she'll help me sometimes. Sometimes I set up the tripod, just go in front of the green screen, and like just be sitting there just looking retarded. Mm-hmm. But lately I've been actually drawing shit down. Like it's a bunch of music videos I have drawn out that I haven't done yet. And then a lot of them I have still imagined. I don't know how I'm able to retain the idea, but if I can focus on the idea at least for 5 minutes, and I'll remember it forever.
Oh, I felt that at all times. I have like 1,000 ideas. I'm like, fuck, that's so hard. I gotta get back to that one day.
Yeah. It never leaves. That's how you know it's meant.
What is it? This is what is the origin story behind the Yoshi character?
I just really like, I don't know, man. It was a game called Death Force, and then they made like a movie from it. It's like a little camp. It's a campy Japanese movie. I just really like her face. I don't know, speaks to me in some way. As corny as that sounds, I'm a corny dude, bro. But it speaks to me, my nigga. It does. I don't know. It's something about it. It's just like, you know, like niggas could see like a lamp and be like, that lamp. There's something about that lamp, bro. Like how the reason obsessions even start in the first place. Like, what makes somebody look at something, you know, and then for whatever reason it makes them niggas like obsess over it. Like whatever that feeling is, whatever that thing is that grabs it and like holds onto it. You know, it was that kind of happened. And I found that face from a very specific still shot. So most niggas don't use the one that I use. Well, nobody was, but now some niggas do.
Yeah, they're about to find that.
Yeah, there's niggas that's already trying to use it, and it's all right. It's cool. You fucking pieces of fucking shit.
Being a jerk of all trades, pause. Was making music like your first foray into art? Like, because like me personally, like my first love was like music videos because of like 80s one hit wonders for whatever reason. Shout out to fucking MTV.
Incredible videos, by the way.
The VH1, what was it? Did you watch VH1 growing up at all?
Yeah.
Do you remember those like top 100 80s music videos?
Yeah, them niggas that have
greatest rock songs. That was my YouTube before YouTube.
Some of them niggas that have one music video. It's one of the best music videos of all time.
Who?
They're so good. Some of them, some niggas like some of those niggas from the 80s.
Oh yeah, no, God.
Yeah.
The more removed we get from time, and like, you know, everybody's hip to industry stuff, it's so wild to think about like people like A&Rs back in the day just taking the chance on like groups and people and like making like $10 million music videos just for like some guy.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out, but that's what we need, bro. We in like a spot where like niggas are only gonna fuck with you if you already got something going on, and that's not, you know, there's like really unique people out there because like your labels would like build artists in a way. Like there's somebody that has talent and the label will notice that talent and then build them from the ground up. Like there's niggas with no fans who are signed to major labels and they'll just get built up.
Yeah, it's so blatant today, but like as much as people shit on the term industry plant, sometimes people just need that button. You know what I mean? Like there's people like you, I would argue don't, but like I can't think of an example, and I don't want to really like name drop. I guess like somebody like, do you know who Tommy Richmond is? Fucking $1 Million Baby guy.
I have no idea who that is.
That's all right. Well,
I don't know, bro. I don't know about the whole industry plant shit. That shit is weird to me.
Well, it was so blatant in the SoundCloud era because it was like everybody was organically coming up. So like forcing the fucking whole like cool alternative guy thing felt so fake, opposed to like, I don't know, sometimes when people have undeniable talent, it doesn't, you know, the music is good.
Yeah.
The music is good. Like, but if you're like trying to be a fucking, granted, we're almost a decade removed. I have to remind myself that sometimes that we're pushing 2030 and it's not 2016 anymore, but anyways, I veered off real bad. I was just curious because the way I've noticed like some of the animation in your music videos and stuff, it's like has like a stop motion kind of like look and feel to it. So I was like curious if that was like I'm assuming you've probably been drawing your entire life.
Yeah.
Because what is it? Some that like even just like the tour promo the shirt promo. God, my fucking. Literally, like, it was something, like, ripped out of my brain. I was, like, low-key mad at you. Like, that joke, the whole setup, the, like, bitches, no bitches. Like, using that.
Yeah, you feel me?
It's just, like, the whole aesthetic and everything.
I took that shit from you, bro.
What is it? Have you ever heard of the, like, when, like, good ideas are supposed to happen? Like,
yeah.
If you don't capitalize on it, somebody else is going to do it.
So Michael Jackson used to obsess over Prince. And be like, if I don't do it, then God's gonna give the idea to Prince.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And I'm shouts out to the movie, but that's like a thing. I seen it. That shit was lit.
Fuck,
I don't even think I ever answered the question.
I mean,
yes, I did. I was into other art mediums. I used to draw a lot, and I used to want to be an animator. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an animator and make movies. That's what I wanted to do. And then.
Is that something you still have any plans
on
doing?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
If Adult Swim calls, are you picking up?
It depends. Bro, doing shows, my nigga, it's a reason why like animators lose their minds and they all age 50 years before everybody. Bro, animating is not fun.
Yeah, I was explaining to my girl the concept of crunch time to her. And how a lot of art nowadays isn't as good because everything's very like unionized. Don't get me wrong, people should be treated like people, but like it's one of those things that like if the kitchen's too hot, stay out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because like people don't understand animation at all.
Oh, they have no idea. And cell animations, nigga. Them niggas can have that.
Oh God, it's crazy to think about like OG Simpsons, like how every single fucking frame was hand drawn.
What are we even talking about? The fucking movies where they're like 50 frames per second and shit. Niggas is crazy. All hand drawn, paper to clear cells, a full inking department, a full like niggas like Milk Call and them type of niggas, bro.
I always think of like Ralph Bakshi's work.
I love Ralph Bakshi. Shouts out Ralph. That's my homie. That's my friend. Bro, I'm so lucky, bro.
You've like talked to him?
Yeah, that's my dog.
What?
That's my nigga.
You gotta spill some.
That's my nigga.
If you can.
We just got in touch with cause I was doing the Black Crows Club, and we got in touch with his daughter. Shouts out to the Bakshis. and she showed him my stuff, and he's like,
bro, that's the best cosign of all time.
and then
that's
he was
so
like,
hard.
He was like, I really fuck with your stuff, man. Pretty cool. Hold on, niggas think I'm lying, bro. This is my biggest flex that I haven't
You got
done
it on video?
Nah, I wish I did, but no. But I do have this, and I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. You hit that impression pretty spot on.
That's my nigga. Shouts out Ralph, bro. Ralph. The first time I ever heard of Ralph Bakshi was a little kid. We went to the library. I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings when I was a little kid. Like,
oh, the Hobbit, right?
No, the Hobbit's not Ralph Bakshi. Nope.
That wasn't.
Ralph Bakshi made the Lord of the Rings cartoon movie.
They just jocked his swag.
No,
because it's like in that like very hyper detailed style.
So that's just like how they did the 70s in general. Everything was hand painted. And when you're like relaying like Tolkien literature into visual, like, you know, into a visual aspect, you gotta have detail, my nigga, because it's, you know, Tolkien, nigga, it's detail. So, but if you look at like Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings compared to whoever the fuck's Hobbit, it's not the same.
No, you're probably
even the Gollum,
it was
bro.
just like one of those things. I had Fritz the Cat and the Hobbit on DVD, and I always just assumed they were both him.
Yeah, they definitely have that feel. I think it was just because of the era, but Lord, honestly, the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings we got wouldn't have looked the way it did without Ralph Bakshi. Even down to like the Gollum design. It was Ralph Bakshi's design for the most part, my nigga. If you look up the Gollum from Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings.
I never thought about that. Is there any like, did Tolkien ever get any like drawings done for his books at all?
Yeah, he did. He had an illustrator. Can't remember his name. Made incredible drawings, but it was all very like warm, like fucking like big potato stew style, just like real. It's some fire ass shit though. You gotta look at that. But here, look at my biggest flex. You see my nigga? Nigga.
That's fucking crazy.
To be in that fucking animators, like going like, I wonder who Ralph Bakshi even associated with. Click.
I always talk to people about like full circle moments, bro. It's
definitely full circle. It's meant, because my obsession with Lord of the Rings, again, like those, but I say like there's got to be a reason that you gravitate and grab something. My obsession with Lord of the Rings, and then the fact that my introduction to Ralph was through Lord of the Rings, and then it's full circle, and now like it's lit. He's an old guy too.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. He's got to be like,
he's an 80 something. He's got to be for sure. I hope he can push out one more. The last one he did was the last something of Coney Island, the last clowns of Coney Island or some shit. I can't remember. Last Days of Coney Island or something, but it was such a good film, nigga. Such a good film. This nigga used a bunch of like stock shit from I think it was like a live leak video in there. I'm pretty sure of like JFK getting his head blown up. Bunch of titties. He's still the same way. He just does it in his complete style now, like rough, don't give a fuck. Like, I got an idea, I'm gonna put it out there. It don't need to be it could just be any way I want. There's no standard. So I love Ralph, nigga. No standard.
how did that specific tape series with like Dear God come together?
Dear God sent me a beat, and I fucked with it, and I got on it like in 20 minutes and sent it back to him, and he really fucked with what I did on it. And then this nigga was like, bet. I think it kind of made a direction as to where he wanted to go with it. Like us doing an initial thing where it's like, okay, he does his own thing and he sends it to me and I get on it. He knows which way to go. He's a smart dude. Shouts out Dear God. And he has a big old beard too. Very, very well kept beard. It's a little strange. I think when niggas keep their beards too nice, it's a little weird. But he's lit. And that's what happened. Yeah, that nigga he and he has a lot of hats, from what I know. And that's how he did it. Shouts out dear God. We working on some more shit too. We got some crazy shit.
What would you consider to be like your first big break, or like a moment, like as you've been doing Dead Hippie, that you're like, oh shit, this is my life now. Like this is actually happening.
It feels selfish to say, but I don't know if I even really felt like that yet. Because, I mean, nothing is promised at all. So, like, I don't know. I don't look at myself as I'm even anywhere remotely close to kick my feet up. I haven't had that feeling. Because it could just, the niggas come and go a lot. So it's like, how much more or how much special am I compared to the next nigga who was doing the same thing and somebody else who is doing the same thing? Like, my shit could, end like that. So I haven't thought about that. I don't know what would need to happen for something like, for me to even have that thought process or whatever, or even if I should. But I don't know. I don't think about, I've tried to think about it, but I can't. Like, I can't think about it even if I tried. It just doesn't.
Hypothetically, would you like one day want to see yourself like doing like huge tours? Like, I don't know, like if the Sewer Slide Boys called and they're like, hey, Dead Hippie, grade A, 2027.
I wouldn't do grade A. That's just too big. I don't even know how can you even like connect with people with something at that scale? You have niggas miles, not literally miles, but probably a mile away watching you. How can you even connect with somebody at that scale? It's something about like being in a smaller venue where everybody's piled on top of each other. I would much rather do like day 1, 2, 3 tickets than to just do one giant festival.
I feel like honestly that's kind of like weirdly missing in this era, even though everybody at all times wants to talk about discourse regarding like the SoundCloud era and shows, and fucking feels like everybody and their mom is a fucking rapper nowadays. But there's like don't get me wrong, there's like tons of like DIY like small scenes and stuff, but it's either like we're doing huge festivals or like, Lil Nutsack and his homies are fucking putting on a open mic night. And that, honestly, that warehouse show that you did was like such a breath of fresh air. It made me feel like a teenager again.
Thanks, man.
Being at like a fucking, like, God, I saw Lil Peep and Fat Nick, and there was like maybe like 20 people there, but it was like, it like had that like vibe to it where it was just like, you could tell everybody was like just engaged and like it was a moment,
Yeah, that means way more than, I don't know. You even see it like, and I feel it. This tour was pretty short, and I started to feel the effects of like, oh fuck, like performing the same song and the routines suck. I hate routine. But you see it way more with like these large artists who do these festivals and shit. It's like you lose that, which is why I'm gonna stop doing like set lists. I'm just gonna like kind of go up there. That's what I want to do, and not have no specific plan. Cause like it starts to become copy and paste, like with these larger artists who do these festivals and shit. They go out, they do the same. There's nothing unique about each different show. You know what I mean? Like, I want each thing to be its like own unique experience for that specific person, than to be something that could be shared with a nigga from another state, just because it's like, like let's Gigi Allen for a fucking example. It's pretty extreme, but like, you know about Gigi Allen, right?
Oh yeah.
One nigga that went to a Gigi Allen show could say, yeah, this nigga cut his head open, and started bleeding all over the crowd and started.
The next one's like, oh, bro, he shit on me.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, there's got blood on me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Should have been there, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you need to try, bro. Like the Grateful Dead, them niggas used to travel. Like people used to travel with them niggas. At least I heard. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Everybody's heard about the Deadheads.
Yeah, I've heard people used to like travel on tour with them niggas and just go to every fucking show. If that's a true thing, that's crazy. And that's so missing, bro. Like you don't hear nothing like that anymore. Like it's not that. I don't know. It's not unique. It's pretty copy and paste everywhere you go. I'm trying to veer off from something being. You looking at me real intense. Am I saying something wrong?
No, I'm not wearing my glasses.
Oh, okay.
I'm blind as fuck, bro. People always think I'm mad. I just can't fucking see.
But now your little glasses gonna be gleaming in the light. Nice. But yeah, so I don't know. I want that back. I want it back.
What is with having such like a big discog, and I'm sure fucking picking set lists, like you said, we talked about this off camera, can be kind of like, I don't know, not intimidating. What is your attachment to your own music? Like, how do I phrase that? Like, is there songs that you're like, oh man, I got to perform these? Do you feel like a little disconnected having that many songs? Because I remember you started to ask people for songs when people were shouting 1,000 different ones at you, and half of them you're like, bruh, I don't even know what that is. They're like, yo, yeah. That one. They're like, I think I made that song. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, some of the songs I didn't know existed, and then some of the songs I just don't know the lyrics. But my biggest problem is I can never remember my lyrics. I that's another thing I want to, because it would be so fun to go up there and a nigga request a song and I could just do it. But
you held it down. At no point in time did I feel like you were like, because I've performed a handful of times and I have 5 songs and I can't even fucking remember those lyrics. So,
really?
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Oh, nigga, it took some time. There's still songs that I have on that set that I did that like I just fuck up, and I've been doing them for a minute now, and I just can't get it for whatever reason. I don't know if I ever will. If I could at least know every other word, then I could perform it. Because the rest I could just say, "Hey," you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
A and yeah,
or I pretend that I'm like I just do this. And nobody says shit, but it's like a way to make it seem like I tried something, like not that I didn't know the lyrics, or I'll do this. You feel me?
Just gotta hit them with the emotes.
Yeah, it works every time.
Okay, so this is the question that I think has been on literally everybody's mind, and not to name drop or anything, but when's the collab tape with Murda Slim? Murda
Slippy. The collab tape with Murda Slippy. He nigga. Oh my god, bro. I'm so glad you brought that nigga up. I miss him, bro. I don't know where the fuck he at. That nigga fell off the face of the earth. Hopefully I could get a collab tape in with him. He blocked me though. Slim, hit me up, bro. We miss you, bro. We need you back. Hearing this nigga yell, that's what's crazy too. It was so obscure and discreet, and like it's like a thing now. Like niggas know about him somehow. Like people got that deep into the lore, whatever the fuck is going on. And he screamed at me so bad. I used to piss that nigga off.
Was he like a local, like in your scene?
Nah, he was the homie. He was just like the online homie that everybody just fuck with because he'd get so pissed off. He made music too. He makes some fire ass music as well, which makes it even more hilarious because that nigga's retarded. But he's tight though. I fuck with Slim. I miss that nigga. That nigga's just so funny, bro. He's funny too because he tries to be funny. It is never funny. And then like when he's just sitting there just not trying to do shit, he's just hilarious. Oh man. Shouts out Slim. That vocal of him saying, "This is Slim, y'all."
Oh, that's what I was about to ask.
That's what. And I love y'all niggas. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, what was
Or that get that bitch off camera, nigga. That's him too.
How did you guys have it so it was just playing like on loop all fucking night? What was going? What was like just mid song, like halfway through, like the entire night?
We just had a
fucking button ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. That and the Bear 5 sound.
Okay, that's what that was.
That scream. Oh. Yeah. It's Bear 5. That's why you remember when I was like, everybody say, oh.
Yeah. Curious though, because I just saw that Puya just dropped an album, Everglades, and you were like literally the only feature on there, and also the first track. I'm curious about how that song came together.
Pretty much like every song, this nigga hit me up. Shouts out Puya. Cool guy. This nigga hit me up and was like, bro, I fuck with your shit. Which you gotta commend niggas who's on like a echelon to do that. That's why me and Bones been talking for like 3 years now. When I wasn't shit at all, I'm still not shit, but like this nigga was still chopping it up like this nigga ain't one of the, you know what I mean? Like
he isn't fucking Bones.
Like he's not Bones, you know. But anyways, yeah. So Puya hit me up, my nigga. Shouts out Puya, and that nigga he sent me a couple beats, and he was like, you know, if you fuck with one of these, hop on it, pause, and I was like, bet. Listen to the one I fucked with. I pause. I hopped on that shit. Pause. And niggas was spitting. Pause. And then it dropped. It dropped like a year later or some shit. Couple months later. It was we did that shit sometime last year. Pretty early into last year, I think. I can't remember though. I can't remember too well. But it's coming up on like a year's ever since we made that. But yeah.
What about the track? What is it called? Scully with Getter.
My stomach growling, bro. You heard that? Same thing. Getter hit me up, and I'm open to try shit. Pause again, and this nigga was like, you know, I'm coming back with you know, the dubstep music I used to make, and was like. Bro, honestly, I can't even remember how that one happened. Cause I don't even think he said that. I think he was just like hop on this shit.
Yeah, I was curious of like it was like a normal track, and then he kind of like did his thing.
He definitely. I remember the only thing that I knew was going to be changed for the most part was he was like, you said nigga way too much, and he was like, you gotta fix that, and I was like, bet.
That was an actual note.
That was an actual, like, he hit me up, was like, you said nigga way too much, and I was like, damn, and I didn't know what to do.
What the fuck?
So when you listen to it, and I say something on the sundown, nigga, little hip rip your tongue out, and then it stops, and it was like, little hip rip your tongue out. Really, after everything I said, nigga, something to the sundown, nigga, little hip rip your tongue out, nigga. Pussy boy, blood clot up down, nigga. That time me nothing around, nigga. I did it like that, but he was like, "It's too much niggas." So then he cut some of the niggas out. That shit sounds crazy.
It's a real conversation.
He cut some of them niggas out. He said there's too many niggas in this bitch, and he cut them niggas right out. But yeah, then he added some more shit. I can't remember how the original sound. Definitely not as polished as he made it. It was hard. I was never into dubstep and stuff like that, and I even told him, I'm like, eh. But he took me out to one of his shows, and it was tight. I almost fought some nigga who's wearing a one-piece bucket hat, and he had a goatee. Ooh, I want to beat that nigga ass to this day, bro. I hate that nigga.
What the fuck did he do?
I was like, I'm finna get the crowd like turned. So I went down into the crowd, and it was like a bunch of white boys moshing and shit. Sweaty niggas. Big jerseys. I went down there, went crazy with them, and then I realized I had a bunch of shit in my pocket, and I was like, I should probably not be moshing with my keys and essentials in my pocket or my wallet and shit. So I stopped. and I kind of walked up to like the outskirts of the pit, and like the niggas was still moshing, and they kind of bump into me, and every time I bumped into me, I would like kind of fly forward a little bit and ever so slightly bump the nigga in front of me, like barely. And it kept happening. It probably happened like twice. And then the once where the nigga like pushed into me and I kind of like touched the back of this nigga back, he turned around and was like, "Stop pushing me." And I was like, nigga, bro, there's a mosh. I was like, there's a mosh pit behind me. When they push me, I go forward. You're in front of me. Like, what you want me to do, nigga? You want me to just float? And then he was like, "Not my problem." Which, oh yeah, and also another thing I told that nigga was like, move away from the mosh pit, bitch ass boy. Go, nigga, you're on the outskirts of the mosh pit. Move up. Or go somewhere else if you don't like getting pushed. A big old black dude. He's like, "Not my problem." And oh my God, bro. I never wanted to whoop a nigga ass. I mean, I wanted to whoop a nigga ass that bad. But like, that was the most recent before that happened. Yeah, that like before, after that, there's been other times, but before that happened, I didn't have a recent time where I wanted to whoop a nigga ass that bad. It was bad. And I looked at Getter's think it was tour manager, and he was just kind of looking at me. I was looking at Getter, and I was like, let me not fuck this nigga show up. I really wanted to though. So I went up back on stage and I stared at that nigga for the rest of the night. He gonna see this one day and he gonna know exactly. He gonna know because I stared that nigga down the rest of the night. I didn't dance, nothing. I was just on stage just staring at that nigga, and he kept looking at me and just kept going to different spots of the venue. I was like, I'm gonna make it uncomfortable for this nigga. Since he wanna act like a little bitch, I'm just gonna stare at this nigga. And that's exactly what I did, and it was lit. And he left. And I tried to find him after the show, because I was like, nah, I can't fuck the show because it's done. He was gone.
Damn. Well,
but yeah, that's how that whole thing happened. Cut out niggas, almost fought somebody. Oh yeah, my point that I was making was, I didn't really understand dubstep. I went there and then I was like, okay, I told Getter, I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I get it. It's not my cup of tea, and he know that too. But that nigga, I get it. I get why niggas fuck with it. Cause I don't know. And he told me too, he was like, bro, it's not something that niggas just be in their car listening to. Like, it's meant for this. Like, this live setting, niggas getting high, chilling. He was saying niggas too, just like that. It was lit. It's like, niggas getting high in this bitch. Right, my nigga? And he dapped me up.
Yeah.
And I was like, for sure, brother. And yeah.
Lurk, I can cut this out, but Lurk showed me this video of you in the studio with Bones, and you guys were, I don't know if you ate it or if anybody ate it, but somebody came through with the Kool-Aid pineapple.
That nigga Eddie had Kool-Aid pineapples. I did not eat that shit. Bones might have took a bite. He pretend like he wasn't on that, but I seen like some red juice on that nigga lip.
Oh shit. Heard it here first. That big guy.
So that boy be eating the nigga. I'm not endeavoring that shit. That shit's a straight fucking CIA.
Yeah, like 20, 30 years from now,
weapon.
They're gonna talk about the
Kool-Aid pineapples, just like the dumbest shit, crack. Bro. Niggas make the dumbest shit like a thing. Like, it's no way that Kool-Aid, nigga, pineapples inside of Kool-Aid is so good to where every nigga in the hood buying like, Kool-Aid pineapples for $50 fucking dollars.
I can understand it being like a trend, like an at-home trend, but the fact that I've seen people like turn it into like a business,
bro, and slanging that shit like crack. That shit in mansions, nigga. I'm like, nigga, you feel me? We with Eddie and them, and these niggas pop out the jar of Kool-Aid pineapples. And me and Lurk was just laughing because we've been talking about how stupid that shit is for months.
And of course,
bro, these niggas. I thought I would never see that shit in person. I'm like, there's no way that I'm gonna see this unless I want to. And of course, that shit we just manifested that shit. We end up both at the same spot at the same time, me and him. Or just Kool-Aid pineapples.
I don't want to name drop too much, but I know that like this is something that people press you about a lot, but I'm just curious. At some point in time, I'm assuming that you and Bones have music coming, but you at least have stuff in the vaults. Is there like, what was it like actually like making? I'm assuming you guys made music that night. No.
Yeah.
What was it like actually having like an in studio kind of like moment, like making stuff?
It was cool. It was just like making shit. It's like another day. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah, it was just this. I wasn't really. It may sound like pretentious and selfish, but I don't really think about what everybody else got going on when I'm in that mode. I'm too busy just trying to throw shit up, even if it's minuscule, even if it's some dumb shit. I should take it all in and like look at other people's processes because I think it'd be interesting to see how everybody work. But when I'm in that zone, I gotta be in that zone, brother.
That's mainly why I was curious about it, because like you both are two that like have like some years under your belt, so like kind of just happens naturally. So I was like just curious about like, yeah, you guys being in your element and whatnot. But to divert a little bit, we've talked about horror movies a little bit. Maybe I'm like misremembering if this was on camera or not, but how much do horror movies like have an influence over like your sound and like visual appeal? Like, is there like any core movies or anything that without them there wouldn't be a Dead Hippie?
Yeah, bro. Horror movies shaped me since a little kid, for sure. I don't know if it's one of those things where like, you know, if there's an artist that's from a specific area, you could kind of tell, right? But it's because that nigga grew up around the shit that, you know what I mean? Like, that's his environment. Since I was a little kid, my environment has always been like horror movies, and like my grandmama used to take me out on picnics when I was a little kid and take me to graveyards, and we would have picnics in graveyards and shit. She'll take me to cemeteries, and I'll be reading, which they need to start doing this again. But you know, like they used to talk about, you know, they have the person's name, how old they were, or how long they lived, and then the reason they died. Most of it was like tuberculosis or some shit, because you know it was like the 1800s, early 1900s,
like old school graves.
yeah. They need to start doing that again, but because that shit is interesting. Like Sally botched Brazilian butt lift or some shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit would be nuts. It's like a museum, like people that lived. But I don't know. It's yeah, like one of my first I'm an obsessionist, if that's a real word. One of my first obsessions was like Child's Play, shit like that.
Do you have like a core childhood trauma movie?
Childhood trauma movie, like one that I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, even if it wasn't like a horror movie.
I remember the first movie that I was ever scared of was White Noise. That was the first movie I ever scared me, where I was like, whoa.
Is that the one where it's like the ghost? What is it called? It's like the machines, right?
That's 13 Ghosts.
No, the fucking, what is it? Like is there ghosts in that movie? Which one?
Yeah, definitely. White Noise, so I think it's Michael Keaton. I haven't watched that.
Okay, so was there a scene from it specifically that like fucked with you?
It was just a whole movie. That was my first, because Ghost Hunters used to come on, and Ghost Adventures and shit. That shit used to spook me too. But I remember that was my first run in with like the possibility of like paranormal communication, was because of that movie. Like the idea that you can speak to the dead, and then that whole existential thought that like the dead is somewhere just in purgatory or whatever. Like the idea that there's somewhere as something. That was like my first run in with that. But the movie was like just the whole movie. It's probably not shit now, but at the time it was I think it was Michael Keaton. I might be wrong.
No, I think you're right. I remember for some reason the sequel was like on the trailer for it was like on every fucking
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen White Noise 2.
I've never seen it, but I remember like just being like nerding out, like, you know, wanting to know things, being like, oh, the original had Michael Keaton in it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It was. Yeah. There was like a scene where this nigga got like fucking, spoiler alert, but this nigga got like broken up by demons or some shit. But then like that also idea that there's one point where he thought that he was speaking to his wife, but he was really speaking to, or he thought he was speaking to a little girl, but he was really speaking to demons. Or like the whole thought that, you know, him doing this communication like opened some type of portal. That shit, not to make things deeper than they need to be, but that shit like still stands the test of time to like even physical communication. Like you could communicate with the wrong person and befriend them and open a door that wasn't a door you're supposed to open. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you never know like what that person brings. You know, like the whole I let it in and it destroyed everything.
Yeah.
Type of shit. You know what I mean? That was like my thought process as a little kid was like wrapping my head existentially around that. It sounds like broad, but it was dumbed down.
Low energy versus like high energy.
I wouldn't even say that. I think just the possibilities, like the possibility of something being a possibility based off of its like based off of the subject. Do you know what I mean? So like that, the whole idea that these sequence of events can happen because this nigga decided the communication. Same with like physical appearances with people, like, you know, you shake this hand with this person, like the fucking I don't know, like the Bjork stalker and shit like that. Like,
oh yeah,
the fact that you could, like a female, you hear it mostly with them, can say hi to a man, and then that, not to sound feminist and no shit, but that right there, that started a sequence of events where like this guy could possibly be a crazy dude where it's like, whoa, she said hi to me. And then this nigga becomes a fucking stalker. And then there's a sequence of events that can happen from that to the point where she can either get killed or, you hear about shit like that all the time. That was like that idea, like wrapped around. Like this nigga decided to have this communication and it created this sequence of events. Such a odd idea to me. Like that whole split lane thing. Like you pick and choose shit and it creates like the ripple.
Oh yeah, no, I literally think about all that shit all.
You know what I mean?
I have a hard time not thinking about the past when it comes to that. How like little like, what is it, the
little breadcrumbs,
like a snowball turning into like an
yeah.
Like yeah, like, and also just like sometimes like meeting people and then like looking back and be like, oh shit, you were there the whole time, like homies that you're like, oh what the fuck, you were like. You like existed in the same space.
You existed, like bro. It's so weird, bro. Yeah.
Have you ever had any interest of like making horror movies yourself?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That, what was it? Was it your idea to come up with the tour promo, the Harlow thing, where you guys were like killing each other?
Yeah, I just thought of it real quick because the tickets were kind of low. Cause like when you on the road, you're not thinking about promo. You're thinking about like, oh, I got to get to this spot and be there on time, and I got to perform and then get ready to go to the next spot. So the niggas didn't really have enough time because they was already touring way longer than I was. So they was all tired, bro. They was worn out by the time I got on. And I knew that we had the 2 shows in Texas and the sales were kind of low for Houston. They was still pretty good for Dallas, but not what it ended up turning out to be, which was fucking crazy, my nigga. So I was like, you know, Texas, like we should just do some Texas Chainsaw Massacre style shit to promote it and like make it this 2-thing, or like try to make it seem like it's this 2-thing event. And you know, I was like, we could go to the thrift store and I grab a bunch of shit and we just find some materials around the B&B, create this character. And every one of them niggas was like, let's get it. They didn't hesitate. They was down, ready. And we went to the thrift store, and then me and Harlow was just thinking about like the color gray in between, you know, what he would be wearing as opposed to the sky, because we knew we wanted it to be daytime. We knew if we had some blue shirts, or it was going to be blue at first, and Harlow brought up like the contrast might look weird. So he got this red flannel. We was like thinking, we was really thinking about how to really make it. And we came up with this whole suit. And niggas just got some black shirts and cut strips of it and taped it onto this Jason mask that we found at the thrift, that Anya found at the thrift. Shouts out Anya. And then and then I had my nigga Normalite, cause that nigga's like fucking 6'5" or some crazy shit, and he looks like Ed Kemp.
Oh fuck!
If you ever see him, bro, he looks like a little young Ed Kemp. Like he has the same mustache, the same glasses. He's as tall as that nigga.
Show?
Yeah,
I think I saw.
He was at the Kruger show.
Oh yeah, no.
I was standing next to him, and he was sitting there cooking. He looks like Ed fucking Kemp, and he's as tall as him too. And I was like, we need to make this nigga the killer, because he's tall as fuck.
What did you guys use for your, like, when your face was like all glorified?
So I just grabbed images of niggas fucked up, and I just cut it out and put it on
you. It looked like you actually like had like blood and stuff on you.
Yeah. I just cut out like just images of niggas.
Oh, word.
Like just gore shit, and I just cut it out and then put it on top of stuff. Same with the Kruger shit. That was like a prop. It was supposed to be like a skinned prop, and I just cut the head out of the image and put it over top of Kruger's and made it look like it was wearing his hat. And I cut his face out and then put his face over the skinned face, and I just had Norm like do his hand like this and make it look like it ripped. And then when it did, the face that I cut out of Kruger's, I just made it look like it was peeling. Like I just animated it look like it was peeling. Animated some little blood. It looks shitty, but it's stylized, so it's cool. Like
I think it goes hard. I think sometimes like using some of those like old school tricks is like very simple. Like I thought it was hilarious when you guys twisted his neck at the end. It's so obviously you had him turn around, but I'm like, I love that.
The way we did that was lit. It didn't translate as much as we wanted to because of the aspect ratio, but I just had Anya and Kruger hold up his hood, and I put the camera in frame to where his hood was, they was holding his hood on each side, and he didn't have his hoodie on. So he was just sitting in front of his hoodie, and then we just made him turn around so it could look like his hood stayed still and his head turned all the way around. But it, you can't really see it that well, but
I love that shit though.
Yeah.
I like literally have always wanted to do like just a whole bunch of like old school stuff, like somebody like throwing a knife and then like putting the camera on the knife and like doing that, like, where it's
yes,
like
bro. Yes. Those are always the best. Yeah.
Speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I don't know if you saw, but Curry Barker just got announced. You guys, you're good on time whenever you want to wrap this up. Just
no, I don't mean to.
No, you're good. No, I get it. You're time sensitive. We've been recording for a minute, but I mean, as long
all right, let's get into it, nigga, because this is what I've been waiting for.
As long as you're willing to, as long as you're willing to be here, you're good. So whenever you're gonna head out, just let me know. Anyways, Curry Barker, did you see Obsession?
I have not got the chance to see it. I was going to go to the movies to see it with the homies.
I was almost like debating on pressing you guys to be like, we should all go to Scary Movie, even though it's probably trash.
Bro, I've heard Obsession was crazy.
Obsession is...
You watched it?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I've been fucking with Curry Barker for a fat minute. I don't know if you've seen any of like his sketches and stuff.
Elaborate or like inform me. I mean,
I'll send it to you after. You definitely have seen it. It's like this blonde dude who like they make pretty like it would be up your alley. It's pretty out of pocket shit. They got one where it's like, sex me when you get home. And he's like, what? Sex me when you get home.
Oh yeah, yes.
Those guys.
Them niggas made that.
Yeah, bro. You gotta go. You gotta go peep it.
The super.
You're thinking super mega. Those are different guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy if that was.
I was about to say, what, nigga? Where are we?
No, but
I know the twins did. The twins did fucking.
Fucking bring her back.
Bring her back and talk to me. Talk to me was good.
I think that Bring Her Back is like arguably like one of the best movies of the decade. Hot take.
Definitely of last year for sure.
What is it? But Curry, he just got announced that he's gonna be doing the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre
series, right?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be based off the 2000 and.
Well, he just said that he he really fucked with that one, which I felt cathartic because as a real horror fan, I think that remakes are valid. I think like a lot of movies that when they get remade, it's like whatever, but like horror is something that like as long as you like take a different like angle at it, because I think the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre is arguably the best one.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Because it's like one of those things, like especially like those franchises where they like there's so many of them, but they all have like good ideas in some. Like what is it? Like I also love the Friday the 13th remake because it's like almost like a greatest hits. You know what I mean? Where they're like take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I was curious if somebody was to give you a blank check and hand you the keys and be like, yo, what do you want to make? What would you make?
If I had to do a remake, ooh, that's a good fucking question. A remake of a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. American Sadness.
Fuck. Damn.
You brought up Child's Play being a core thing.
I used to, when I was a little kid, I used to say one day I'm going to remake Child's Play and I'm going to bring Rob Zombie on to do it. I used to say that when I was a little kid. And then they did the one with Mark Hamill. Shouts out Mark Hamill, but that shit was straight. Just
I really
fucking stupid,
really
bro. I wanted it to be
one.
so good, bro. And it was just so retarded.
There wasn't even like effort in it. What if he was an iPad?
Ugh,
okay.
Just stupid. It was no redeeming quality to it other than Mark Hamill. Honestly. And shouts out Mark Hamill, you just can't be Brad Dourif, bro. It just doesn't work.
Have you seen the show?
I seen a little bit of it, but I haven't got all the way into it because I don't know. The whole anti-hero thing just doesn't sit right with Chucky for me.
The show's actually pretty good because
I heard it's
like,
good.
It was one of those things when it first came out. I was like, okay. Granted, they're starting to be good now. They're like horror to TV, but it was around that era. Like, okay, there's not gonna be any blood or anything. And then like the first episode, they have like a lady fall on like a pair of knives in a dishwasher that's like facing up. And I was like, okay,
I seen that.
All right.
Yeah, the gore is good. The kills are good.
But
it's all there. That whole anti-hero shit, like something about the idea of like it being like this like demonic supernatural element to that like involves a kid and his toy and that this nigga's like a relentless serial killer, serial rapist. Like the fact that it was raw and his character was the piece of shit that he's supposed to be and he was only likable because of whatever part of our brain, you know what I'm saying, is interested in those things.
Disconnects and connects, yeah.
But I don't know, the whole anti-hero shit doesn't, I feel like when the anti-hero shit is pushed, it doesn't work. Like with The Sopranos, with Tony Soprano, him being an anti-hero, it wasn't because he's this hero, it's just because we're rooting for him because he's the main character.
Yeah.
Or he's the star of it or whatever the fuck. There's plenty of stars in The Sopranos, but you know what I mean. Like it's like not because it's pushed.
Like, empathize with like a character that's human opposed to like they're trying to make you empathize with the character.
Yeah.
No, he's like also a good guy.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly, bro. It's like My Friend Dahmer. Like, you know,
have you read the book?
So good, bro. So good, my nigga.
I was kind of disappointed by the movie, but I remember reading the graphic novel or whatever.
It's really good. The movie wasn't bad. I think Ross Lynch did a good job.
I think he was a good cast.
I think he did. I like Evan Peters a lot, but I think Ross Lynch did a better Dahmer than Evan Peters in my.
I don't know why my mind completely ran blank for a second there. The not American Horror Story, but you know, the Ryan Murphy one. Is that what you're talking about? The Netflix one?
Yeah. Which I thought it was cool, but I don't know, bro. I like the Ross Lynch.
You ever seen Mindhunter?
Performer. Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, they had Ed Kemp in that bitch too, and the nigga that plays Charles Manson, I can't remember his name. He was on fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too. He did a good job.
If you guys have time, you gotta hit this place we went to. It's called the Museum of Death, and they had like a whole bunch of like serial killer shit.
It's here?
Yeah.
How much is it? Oh, we going, nigga.
Oh yeah, it was one of those things where they were like pressing us, being like, "You cannot have your phones out. You cannot have your phones."
And they just had a bunch of murderabilia shit.
Well, I was like, okay, just thinking it like, you know, thinking they'd have like some like, I don't know, just they had strict rules. Like the second you walk in, it's like some of the most visceral gore photos like I've seen in probably a fat minute. I've been on Live Leak. I've been on watching.
Oh, I'm a best gore baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've done watched niggas get fucked
Ugh.
up. Little 12-year-old brain watching niggas.
God, I think that's like a. Oh,
I think
God.
back and I'm just like,
You even
damn,
talk about
bro.
the cloud rap era, like weirdly at the same time that was the like everybody's frying their brains, not realizing what they're doing era. It's like core lore.
So weird, bro. And I think it all goes hand in hand. Like, niggas always say there's like this weird depressive darkness that has to do with cloud rap. I think it just comes from what everybody was like exposing themselves
Yeah,
to.
because it was like that was also the edgelord era, so people I don't think they just didn't think about how deep everything they were doing. Because in retrospect, I'm like, oh my God, I was so young looking at some
Holy
crazy
fuck.
shit.
You know what's crazy too? If you think about that era, this is crazy. Nigga, we might have discovered something. If you think about that era, everything that had to do with like horror culture when it came to like streetwear and shit, it was always colorful as fuck. Like Odd Future shit with the upside down crosses and cats.
Yeah.
Or fucking you know, it'd be like the blood fonts, but it was like colorful and ooh, tie-dye scary shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know, I remember.
And it might go hand in hand.
God, I'm like, just right now.
Like the music and then like what everybody was pre-exposing themselves to. I don't know.
I don't remember.
That's probably a terrible take.
I shouldn't remember the website, but I legit remember being like in middle school and like on the back of the bus, and my homie showed me that video that I think is probably, God, I hate that it's iconic, but the chainsaw one, where dude's like full on getting his.
Oh yeah. That's a classic.
It's awful.
That's a classic. And their niggas are just in there. You know what's crazy? They actually died that way. Like them niggas are going. That was their last experience. And little niggas on the school bus was watching that shit. Like, look at this shit, bro. And that was the period at the end of the sentence for them.
That's so
crazy.
Wild. My brain, all the time when it comes to like literally everything, I have such a hard time of not like making that disconnect and not like seeing weird patterns with stuff like that. When you're like, I'm like, wow. When you're in that moment, you're about to get your head chainsawed off, and you're like, wow, one day, like 20 years from now, a whole bunch of 10-year-olds are gonna look at this like on a bus, and like then that's gonna influence gonna influence them to then become rappers, and then they're gonna influence people. Like, oh, that goes back to that snowball thing.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's just everything happened for a reason, for sure.
Oh, we fucking, you didn't answer the question though. If you were to remake,
oh yeah, fuck, bro. What would I do? What would I remake?
or have you ever had like an idea? You say you've had ideas and stuff that you kind of put in the back of your mind. Have you ever had like an idea for a horror movie that you're like one day when I got the resources?
Plenty, bro. Plenty. But I do want to think about a remake. The problem with it is I'm trying to think of a movie that I thought was a good idea but wasn't executed the way that I thought it could be. Which makes me sound like I think I could do better. Which
I know what you mean. There's sometimes, well, that's also why I'm like a big defender of remakes, where it's like sometimes if a concept fucks but the execution isn't completely
exactly,
there,
bro. Like we need that.
Like,
we need that execution.
Why let it just fall to the wayside?
You know, it'd be a fun remake to make. Which, see, this is another thing though. Is like the originals are just always so good, but They Live.
Yeah,
They Live would be a good remake.
That's John Carpenter, right?
Roddy Piper. Yeah.
See, that's one that I'm like, they have to have had that one like start, stop. You know, movies all the time, they're like, they announce it and then it doesn't come together. In this day and age, there's no way. Like, it would be so timely, you know?
Yeah.
Because everybody's on schizo timing about like everything being a side and everything being
bro, I would do it not a completely different way, but I don't know. I have a idea of how I would do it. I wouldn't have it like the Roddy Piper character and shit.
Wrestler would you cast?
I don't know. It would probably have to be a wrestler though.
Just keep in theme.
Nah, cause I'd be like how they did. Fucking LeBron James is the new fucking
Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam.
Oh, fucking Space Jam 2 pisses me off.
Space Jam 2 is just nasty. It's a nasty time. And LeBron James' toes piss, bro. I can't stand that nigga toes. You ever seen his toes? That nigga pinky toes hanging on a string, nigga.
I've seen a picture before.
That shit is crazy. And then he always pretend like he know the song and he never know the song.
Oh my God.
I can't stand that. LeBron James is fine, but that nigga he do shit that just makes me angry. And one time, this nigga was playing and the back of his knees was ashy. It's like, nigga, how did the leg crease? I don't know, whatever. It's all right. Remake though, They Live I think would be cool. Maybe there's so many Frankenstein remakes, but the Boris Karloff one just needs it needs to be
don't
like.
Even get me started about the Dark Universe.
Oh,
biggest
God,
fumbled
bro.
bag of all time.
Seriously, bro, like these niggas just it's almost like they don't watch it. Like they just know that, oh, this is a big character in this culture, and we just gonna roll with it. It's almost like these niggas don't watch it or read
It'd be
it.
hard. A Monster Squad, a new Monster Squad.
A new Monster Squad be hard. You know, it'd be even crazier. A new creature from the Black Lagoon.
I think that's happening finally.
Are you serious?
Yeah, James Wan, I think, is finally doing it. It's been like
James Wan.
don't even. Fuck Blumhouse.
Blumhouse, nigga.
Fuck
Oh
Blumhouse.
my God. I will say this: the Malignant movie that he did was fire. It was really campy, but
People didn't get it
liked
though.
it.
People hated on it because they didn't get it. I fucked with Malignant.
I fuck with Malignant.
Because when I first was watching it, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was like, oh, wait, no, this is schlock on purpose.
Yeah, it's so good. When this nigga finally does the reveal and he start fucking niggas up in the jail.
The backwards shit. And
Oh my God, bro. It's like Predator or some shit. It's so good, bro. It's so cheesy and campy and it's just perfect, my nigga. You need that. We don't get campy. Movies be way too serious. We need like some new killer clown and just campy shit. Yeah, the schlock, bro. Fucking
like Terrifier is pretty schlocky.
Terrifier is like the perfect schlock.
Oh yeah, your movie.
Yeah.
You have any idea what that would be, at least like subgenre wise?
Like the movie that I want to make?
Yeah. Because we were talking about schlock, but you seem to be like into a lot of like, are you big on like ghosts? Ghost movies? Like
I do love ghosts. Ghost movies,
I find them very hit or miss. Like
they're
knock it out of
mostly
the park,
misses. Yeah, when they're good, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't as much. I have more of a like respect for it now, but like as a teenager, I remember being, granted, I was like more of a tweenager. I remember being pissed off at like the Conjuring era of things because every movie was a PG-13 horror movie, and I was like, finally, I can like go to the mall by myself and go to the fucking movies, and they're fucking all these fucking PG-13 ghost movies.
Fuck, bro.
Core lore is sneaking into Final Destination 5. And
Yeah.
like having to get Nomeo and Juliet tickets to get the 3D glasses so we can go see it in 3D.
Yes, nigga. You're a genius for doing that, by the way.
That was my shit.
Yeah.
You can't fucking... R.I.P. the kids. They fucking... The movie theater employees are like Nazis now. They fucking...
Yeah.
They're not letting those kids into Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, no, they own it.
Terrifying.
They own it. And they'll bring you in the back room and put a bag on your head and execute you if you go into the wrong movie. Yeah, it's not the same.
It's ridiculous because...
We used to just movie hop. We used to just buy tickets to a movie and then be in the movie, literally be in the theater all fucking day. Once one movie done, go to the next.
Yeah, I literally used to live at like my mall's movie theater because of that. There's...
Your mom had a movie theater?
No, I used to live at the mall.
Oh, mall. I thought you said your mom had a movie theater. I would say that's tight.
I fucking wish.
I'll be lit.
But yeah, what genre would it be?
Probably like surrealism. I think I always wanted to make like a crime film. I'm working on an animated movie called The Gun Nun. It's like a 70s style exploitation film.
So like in tune with like Ralph stuff.
Yeah, but it's not this one not black exploitation. The Black Crows Club that I was gonna do that ended up getting fucked up because of fucking Adobe piece of shit ass. I'm still gonna do that one too. But this one's like just more like a exploitation, like grime house style film. But it's about this monastery like basically running out of power and being shut down because there's like a hurricane that's supposed to come, and during that hurricane satanic cult decides that it's the best time to infiltrate a monastery and they believe in this ritual that if they are able to sacrifice a certain amount of virgins, that they can summon this spirit or this demon that they want to summon, or like whoever, like basically who owns the cult, like who runs the cult, has that belief. And they thought, like, you know, the best place to find that many virgins would be in a monastery full of, you know, nuns, because they don't pop that pussy.
How long have you?
So
how long have you been working on it?
I just started working on it this year.
Is it like a full-fledged like runtime? Like, how ambitious are you getting with it?
It's one of those things where, like, I was doing a Black Crows Club and I took it real serious, bro. Like, for 3 years before I even started animating, like, I was doing tests, pencil tests, creating the characters, writing fucking scripts, just going crazy on it, sending it to Ralph. That's how I even got in contact with Ralph, because I wanted to send it to him and get his opinion on it, making like teaser trailers and shit. Did the whole thing, bro. And I'm going to do it one day, 110%. And I wanted to do it before my nigga Ralph. I ain't gonna say it, but you know, I gotta show him my appreciation for even taking this time. But I did this Kickstarter campaign and it failed completely. I made a whole video promoting this shit, which I never even do. Making a video like, hey y'all, this is what I'm doing, so can y'all help me? And it failed. And the reason I even started doing it, because I started working on it and I was using Adobe Animate. And Adobe's little bitch ass niggas, I wish I could sue them or at least whoop their ass.
Did it go the same way as the hard drive?
Pretty much. They did this thing. They did this thing where it's like,
was it when everything transitioned over?
Okay, so with the Black Crows Club, I had so much of it like done. So many characters already like ready. Oh my god, nigga. And Adobe Cloud does this dumb. First of all, you gotta get Adobe Cloud to get this shit, which is stupid. You can't just do one-time purchase and fucking just get it. Adobe Cloud, little bitch ass. They'll do this thing where every time the end of the month was coming, they would send you a notification that you have to make a payment. But they only send you the notifications on the program. So while I'm animating on Adobe, that'll pop up. Well, there's a fucking bug that every time it did that, it corrupted whatever file I was animating. And it did it one time and corrupted literally every single, was it a FL, whatever the fuck the file is called, corrupted every single animated file that I had of the Black Crows Club. Fucked it all up just because them niggas wanted to remind me that I had to pay fucking $70 something a month to animate on that dumbass shit. So I was like, I gotta restart. So I did the Kickstarter and it failed miserably. Failed. I got like $3,000 and then it turned out to be all Nigerian scammers and all them niggas took that shit back. And like the actual people that actually gave me rails on like $50. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna still do it. It's just gonna take longer because I don't have the means to. Like, I didn't have the funds to just focus on that. You know what I'm saying? I was still trying to figure out how to make bread at the same time. So I was just like, damn. But the Gun Nun I started working on this year, and I'm just having fun with it. Just like the same way you would with the schlocky, you know, Grimehouse film. You just have fun with it and do what you want with it. I'm not overthinking the animation, which is what I usually do. I'm usually really meticulous into how everything moves, and I'll show you some footage of it. I could send you something you could do like some little.
That'd be hard.
But yeah, I'm just having fun with it. Like the characters are all weird and stupid looking, and using shortcuts. Yeah, that's it. My bad. Yeah.
No, you're good. Is it like a full length like motion, like hour 30, hour 15?
That's my goal.
Are you doing all the voices?
For the most part, but I'm gonna get homies and shit to do it. But
God damn, they're fucking that shit.
Them niggas going crazy. Most of the time though, I do all the voices, but sometimes I get the homies to do it. Yeah.
All right. I have some closing questions here. With having such a large output of art, if there was like one project or song or like video, that might be too vague, but if there was like one you had to show someone to like define you as like an artist, what would it be? Maybe not define, but like, you know what I mean?
Like if I was like, hey, listen to my stuff, y'all. Like which one would I do?
Like,
or one that like completely embodies.
Yeah. That.
Okay. I don't know. That's hard, bro. That's a hard. Cause I don't. Every time I make something, I feel like I haven't satisfied that odd like want and urge, like that urgency that I have to like be a full embodiment of myself. Like I feel like I haven't got that. So it doesn't ever really feel all the way complete when I do something or make something, which I think we talked about that too, where it's like I don't really feel like I'm ready to kind of go on to the next thing, because I feel like, all right, now I got to get this part of whatever it is that I'm trying to get out. Like I got to get out. So I don't know if I could even necessarily say. I usually just tell niggas like just look my name up. I don't know. That's why I made the little hipcore.co website, because I feel like I was trying to find a space where I could accumulate every possible thing which I've been doing a terrible job at still, but I don't know, man. Maybe to just give an answer to the question, I guess probably just waffles. It sounds like an easy answer, but because I guess you could kind of get the gist. It's pretty much, yeah, probably maybe that. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
This might be kind of a weird question, but do you have an easy time just hanging out? Because personally, I don't, because I'm always like kind of stressing myself out with ideas. Like I always feel like, you know, time is money, and like you can't like lightning in a bottle kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I get pissed at myself for not like, I'll have an idea and it'll still be a good idea, but I'm like, man, I didn't make it at this point in time. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm the same exact way, bro. I beat myself up about it till I fall asleep. It's I'm not gonna lie, bro. I cannot, like, not that it's hard hanging out. First of all, believe it or not, I'm pretty introverted. I only are only extrovert. Is that the fucking word?
Introvert.
Yeah, well, I'm introverted, right? That's like where I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm only an extrovert, if that's a word.
It is. It's the opposite. The other one.
Yeah. When I'm feel somewhat comfortable, whatever that is. But most of the time, I'm pretty uncomfortable. So I'm pretty, you know what I mean? Like I'm mostly afraid that I'm gonna say the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm like in a space where I'm like, okay, for that side of what the question could be. But it's not that I have a hard time hanging out. I just can't like you basically said, not be doing shit. Like if I'm with the homies and if it's been like too long of everybody sitting around just not doing shit, like I can't, bro. I have to be busy. Like I cannot sit and just not do shit. Sometimes like I'll overwork myself and I'll be like, you know what, today I'm gonna sit down and I'm not gonna do shit. I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna sit down and not do shit. And then it'll probably last for like 10 minutes. And I'm like, nigga, I have to do something. And I'll be right in the studio making shit or drawing something or something. Bro, I have to be doing something. I have to be making something. I'll beat my, like yesterday when I missed this and then missed a photo shoot, bro, that shit almost killed me, nigga. I can't, like, I hate like niggas waiting on me. I hate not being on time. I hate missing things that I agreed to. I hate not doing shit. Like if we just driving around and there's nothing going on and there's nothing, like no creation at all. Like I gotta be doing something. Even if it's me creating a blunt, nigga. I gotta be doing something, bro. I cannot be not doing shit. So if I can hang out as long as niggas is willing to like get nasty, pause. Like if niggas too scared to look stupid and can't, like if I'm like, bro, we should make a short film or some shit, and niggas is like, no, bro, because what if I no, bro, we can't be cooling.
Yeah, you listen to that, homies watching this right now. That's
yeah, you hear that, niggas, you bitch ass niggas,
bitch ass Nathans.
I thought you was gonna go for it. I was like, oh, he lit.
I'll say the hard end.
Speaking of which.
Oh yeah, everybody at home is pissed that I didn't bring a shirt. Cop it online. Is it still available?
Yeah, I think you don't gotta cop it, niggas. All right, it's cool. I don't want to the promo. What is it called? The advertisement eagle or some shit. The promotion eagle, whatever. I don't know. It's a thing.
I don't know what that is.
It's a thing where niggas where it's like a product placement.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if Big was just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on right now, man. Yeah.
What is the origin behind Better Than Kool-Aid?
So it's supposed to be a joke. Me and the homies was all talking about like just putting a bunch of stupid ass tags on shit, like just making trappy shit, just putting a bunch of dumb tags on shit. Me and Zach was talking about it, and I was doing a lot of at first it was a lot of clips from Manhunt 1, a lot of Starkweather talking and shit. I think that's his name, I'm pretty sure. Like him saying, that's all pilgrims, like he was saying that. That's what it was at first. And then, what was I saying though? Oh yeah. So yeah, it was supposed to be a joke. And then, me and Zach really loved this game. We nigga out about this shit, about this game called Blood. And the character's name is Caleb. It's an old boomer shooter. So good. And we talk about the way this nigga talk and shit like that. And this was probably like 2 years ago. And I was just listening to a bunch of sound bites of Caleb talking. And there was one where he said sleepophilia. And there was another one where he said, like, you drink this blood to like replenish your health. And then he says, better than Kool-Aid. And I was like, whoa, that shit is so stupid. And I grabbed that. Because I just thought it was so stupid. Like, I thought it was
a direct sample.
It was supposed to be a joke. Yeah, it's Caleb. Now, all the new ones was like, it's sunny outside, hip core exclusive, like all of those, like all hail the Pumpkin King. That's just all me saying it. I'm just trying to sound like Caleb as much as I can. But, yeah, it was supposed to be a joke. Like it was supposed to be something funny, like something stupid. And it just, I remember I put it in a song and I laughed at it. The homies laughed at it. And then I made a serious song and I just put it in there just to like try to make it unserious. And then I remember it just hitting even more and be like, whoa, like that shit sounds pretty wild for whatever reason. I don't know. And I just, yeah, it's been a thing ever since. Shouts out Blood. I hope I could patent it, y'all niggas. Actually, I did patent it. Don't sue me. I already patented it. So don't steal it neither, nigga. Cause it's mine. I patented it. And Gordy's patent too. And my name. The Real Dead Hippie. There's this nigga from Canada named The Real Dead Hippie with his little bitch ass.
Did he try to come for you?
No. Indirectly he did. He was telling niggas, he was like, I'm the real Dead Hippie. Like, no, you not, nigga. I am. You know what's fucked? This nigga looked his name up. He had to on YouTube. And seeing that I've been dropping shit forever and that I'm still constantly dropping shit, was still like, fuck it. I'm going to make my name Dead Hippie.
So and then he's like a new dude?
He was newer. Nigga wasn't around my time. Nigga, I've been doing this forever. Was a little bitch ass.
Probably direct influence, I'm sure.
Bro, he made this beat. And there's niggas that think I made the beat. There's niggas that hit me up was like, bro, I use this beat. I'm like, nigga, that's not me. That's the real Dead Hippie. I'm the other one.
Talking about collabs. When is the Dead Hippie X Dead Hippie dropping?
Oh my god, bro. There's this other Russian nigga that I'm pretty sure is dissing me. And I don't know who this nigga is. But he calls himself Tupac or something. He obsessed with Tupac. And he always mentions me in this. I honestly don't know what he's saying. But it feels like a diss. I gotta show you that shit. That shit is hilarious, nigga. I put him in the same category as the Real Dead Hippie. Like I got these ops. I'm just playing.